The present times have been described as one of rapid change, where we are all caught up in constant movement and not really sure of the direction it is taking us. Here is a glimpse from the Colombo Art Biennale of 2012, where artists used the opportunity to help us reflect on this moment. Before I go, thank you to all of you who sent in feedback through SMS and comments on our website. If you missed bits of this episode and would like to view the full thing, please visit our website where we have this episode and others we've aired on the series. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week with more from Connections.
The theme is becoming, or the process of coming into something. How does art, or the work of artists, influence and interpret this process? Those who presented at the Colombo Art Biennale came up with an array of weird and wonderful approaches to the theme to get the public thinking.
When I see these machines, they are like new monster moving all over and changing the whole ecological system of all the countries in Asia and everywhere, I think.
"24 Sri Lankans and 17 internationals showcased their work at 3 main venues in Colombo. A number of other fringe events were also held at cultural sites and alternative spaces around Colombo, giving people a rare experience of cultural creativity and artistic expression.
To get across the idea that an artist's vision, the Nazi era in Germany had taken his life because his opinion was considered dangerous to someone. That's a very high price to pay.
Biennales are a special kind of an exhibition which has a long history in the history of exhibitions. Biennales, current contemporary biennales are usually under a theme, and they are situations where you present the most current and experimental and new kind of experiments or endeavors taken by artists of a particular region or a particular place. Biennales look at art as a way of producing knowledge and its current shape. So that's how, for an exhibition, it could be monographed, like, just one artist, or you may be surveying something. But biennales have different vibrations, different energies, different way of thinking. That is, it always looks at what's happening right now, which kind of art, and artists are questioning the protocols of art making and protocols of art showing. That kind of, is the way of a biennale.
Jagat Veerasinghe is a co-founder of the Colombo Art Biennale, the second of which took place during 5 days of February 2012 in Colombo. Colombo Art Biennale curators from the international and South Asian regional world of art and culture use the word becoming as the theme and guiding concept in the selection of the work that was presented.
We see, like, every day how the city is changing, how Colombo is changing, the country is changing. At the same time, we see that everything on a global scale is also changing. So everything is in a space of transition on a national level, on a global level, also on a personal level. What does this change mean for the individual? So these were our questions and our approach, who to select.
Working from my experience and talking about the visual culture in Sri Lanka for a long time, Roman and me have been exploring and learning about contemporary Sri Lanka art and trying to put together some of the best talents, not only in Sri Lanka, but networking in South Asia and different parts of the world for this particular show.
ලංකාවේ දැනට තියෙන වර්තමාන සංවර්ධනය ගැන අපිට හිතා ගන්න බැරි ආශ්චර්යමත් අනාගතය ගැන ඉතින් මේ දැනට ලංකාවේ සිදුවෙමින් පවතින වර්තමාන තත්ත්වය තමයි අපි එක එක ටෙක්නික් ඔස්සේ එක එක මැටීරියල් පාවිච්චි කරලා කතා කරලා තියෙන්නේ. අපේ තියෙන පුංචි නෙට්වර්ක් එකක් ඉන්ටර්නැෂනල් විමන් ආටිස්ට් වෙබ් බේස් නෙට්වර්ක් එකක් ෆයර්ෆ්ලයිස් ආටිස්ට් කියලා කියන්නේ. ඉතින් අපේ ලංකාවේ එකේ 15 දෙනෙක් විතර ඉන්නවා. ඒ ගෲප් එකෙන් 12 දෙනෙක් විතර මේකට පාටිසිපේට් කරනවා. ඉතින් මම හිතන්නේ කොලැබොරේටිව් වැඩක් විදියට ආටිස්ට්ලාට එකතු වෙලා වැඩක් කරන්න ඒ වගේම දැවැන්ත එක්සිබිෂන් එකක පාටිසිපේට් කරන්න ලැබීමත් අපි ඇත්තටම සතුටු වෙනවා.
I usually collect images from newspapers which I like, and I got that image from a newspaper, and I manipulated it, I painted under it, I painted a garden of roses like Eden. And basically because I think that while things are bad overall in the region, you have natural disasters, you have dictatorship, but it's turning into democracy, and you have so much happening, and it's a very happening region. It's all over the news these days, this particular region. I think that I think becoming in itself it's a transitory phase. It isn't a permanent phase. We're always becoming something, and change is always happening.
Usually art is more or less a very elitist practice. Yes, but artwork is not trying to be elitist in that sense. It has a distance between the common man and the kind of meanings it tries to produce. But that meaning is all about the common man and everybody. On the other hand, these works that we take like abstract art and all that, they are in essentially elitist. Because it will be only bought by people with money and then hung in their private houses. This kind of work will not have that fate. They will usually go into museums, if they ever. If not, they will just disappear.
Photographs, paintings, sculpture and media installations, all depicting the process of becoming through the richest interpretations of creativity and expression.